Hello, this is going to be a short demo on how to sign up as a user on the Salestrail Call Analytics dashboard, how to connect the CRM integration, and how to finally download the app and start tracking calls. So you can see here that I am in my email and I have been invited by a colleague of mine called Yvonne to join the Salestrail organization. So the first thing that I want to do is click here on Join Yvonne. And I will be taken to a place where I can sign up for the solution. Now, if you know that a colleague of yours have invited you to Salestrail, but you cannot find the invitation in your email, you can still sign up for the solution, but it's very important that you use the exact same email address as the one your colleague has invited you with. Otherwise, you will end up in your own organization. All right, so I want to fill out my email address here. And let's do it like this. And then I'm going to click on create your free account. All right. Now I should have received a 6-digit code on my email. So let me check for that one. If you can't find it, it makes sense to check your promotions emails or then finally your spam folder. All right. I have entered the 6-digit code and now I need to give the system my name. So I am gonna put my name here, and then as this is a demo account, I'm gonna add that at the end, but you of course don't need to do that. Then we are asking what mobile device you are using, and then the final step is we ask for phone numbers. So I'm gonna put my number here. All right, and then I'll press OK, let's do it. Already now on the onboarding, I can here see that I am asked to integrate Salestrail with my CRM. And that is due to the fact that Yvonne, who has invited me, she has enabled the Salesforce CRM integration. So I am going to click here on the login button. And then as I have Salesforce on my computer, I am being suggested to sign in with Maria Sundström. I could pick it here, but let me just click on log in with a different username in case your system doesn't suggest your name here, then you will see something that looks like this. Now, most of our customers, instead of just filling out their username and their password, what they need to do is click on use custom domain. And then you need to give your Salesforce organization's custom domain. And I already know that my custom domain is called Salestrail. But if you do not know it, you can ask from your Salesforce admin, or you can open up Salesforce on your computer and you can check. So it's like the first word that would appear like on the URL in your Salesforce. So I'm going to pick here like Salestrail and click continue, and then I will fill out my email address, and then the 2-factor authentication means that I need to approve the login on my mobile. All right, and now we can see that I have successfully connected Salesforce with my Salestrail organization. So I can see here Salesforce, and then here now it says log out. If I would have not connected Salesforce, it would here say log in. Now, if one of you by mistake clicked skip this step in the onboarding when the solution asked you to connect your Salesforce, you can still connect it later on, either by clicking on like a black box that appears here in the upper right corner, where it will say something like your the owner of your Salestrail organization has put on the Salesforce integration, please sign in, and then you can click on that box, or you can navigate here to integrations and apps, and then you are taken to this place where it would say login, and then you just click on this button and you do the connection to Salesforce. But all right, now I have successfully signed up on the Call Analytics dashboard, and the next step for me is to download the Salestrail app on my device. I will navigate to my Google Play Store, and I will here search for the Salestrail app. All right. Here I have the Salestrail application. All right. And I will here click on install. And then we need to wait a bit. Until it says open. All right, now I'm gonna click on the open button. And then now I need to sign in using the same email address as I used on the call analytics dashboard. So I will click here on continue, and then I will fill out my email address. Mm-hmm. 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 Let me check that it looks right. Yes, it does. And then I will click login. And now again, I have been sent a 6-digit code. So I'm going to check it on my email. Let's give the system some time. All right, 6-digit code. All right, and now the app will ask me for a set of permissions. And here it's super important that I grant the app the permissions that it needs. The app will not function without the permissions. We only ask for stuff that we need. So grant permission. All right, I'm gonna allow, I will allow, and allow, and allow, and then allow all as the last step, okay? Now I am already in the Salestrail application, and now there is one last thing that I need to do. You can see here on my screen, battery optimization. Salestrail is currently battery optimized by Android and cannot detect background calls. Now I need to take the battery optimization off for Salestrail, and Salestrail does not drain your battery. It's just an app that sits on your phone, and then it's programmed to activate itself whenever you make a phone call or whenever you receive a phone call. So we need to take away the battery optimization for the app to be able to function properly. If it is battery optimized, it will not be able to detect all of your calls. So I will click on this notification that I see here. And then I am taken to this place. And here, what I need to do is change a few things. So here where it says pause app activity if unused, I'm going to take that off. I never want to pause Salestrail. I want it to always be active and detect the calls that I'm doing. And then I want to click here on battery. And then sorry, that was the wrong battery. I'm going to scroll down here to battery saver. That's where I want to click on this device. And then I want to change from battery saver to no restrictions. So it always needs to be no restrictions because the app needs to be able to activate itself all the time. So these settings are a little different on different devices. What you are seeing now is a Redmi device. It looks a little different on like Samsung or Motorola or whatever device you are using, but it's basically the same settings. It's just a little different wording. All right, and now that I have put all the settings correctly, that battery optimization notification disappeared from my device. Now I can make a phone call from within the app by clicking here on the dialer that you see, like this little round button with circles on it. That's the Salestrail dialer. But I can also choose to just make calls from the native dialer on my Android device. So I can just like go out of the app and then I can call as I would normally do. As I have connected Salesforce, I can click on the dialer and I can search here for my Salesforce contacts. That's one option. Of course, if I have the Salesforce mobile app on my device, I can also call from there because Salestrail have been set up to track all the calls that happen on my device, regardless of where I initiate them from. Now, if you have a device with dual SIM, You can choose to only track one SIM card, and there's also other settings you can set up. So what I see here is like work days and hours. If I want, I can choose to only have the app active Monday to Friday between like 8 in the morning and 7 in the evening, for example. I can choose which SIM cards I want to track. I can choose whether I want to track WhatsApp calls. If I choose to track WhatsApp calls, I can choose to track just normal WhatsApp, or both normal WhatsApp and WhatsApp business, or whatever I want. And then I can also put on here the caller ID, which means that if I receive an incoming call, the app will identify who is at the other end. Let me, as a last thing, just show you how to track a call from the native dialer. So I'm just going to dial from here. All right. That was an outgoing unanswered phone call. And now if I search here for the Salestrail app, we can see that this call has been tracked. So you can here see like outgoing call to Maria Ryder, 11:04, that's the time in Finland, and then lasted for 0 minutes and 0 seconds. And then this call, of course, is already now in the call analytics dashboard, and it has also been tracked into Salesforce, as I have the Salesforce integration on. Thank you very much for listening, and please reach out to us if you have any questions.